All right, so day 2 of stretching. I'm posting this video late because I had a issue with the way I recorded this with my camera. I recorded it in the wrong mode and it took out the sound and it slowed it down. So anyhow, I'm just gonna narrate this one. So yeah, this is day 2 of my stretching. What I'm doing is, like I said, well here of course I'm doing sit and reach. I'm holding this for about 30 seconds. I'm only gonna do this stretch one time because I'm pretty bad at it. And because it hurts so much, I am just gonna do that stretch one time. That's the stretch I'm trying to improve. Here, I'm doing the butterfly stretch where you put your feet in the butterfly, your legs in butterfly position, put your feet together and gradually pull yourself forward. Again, doing that about 30 seconds to open up those hip flexors. Again, it's pretty painful, but just imagine there are people who can hold this stretch and pull their head all the way to their feet. I don't know, you might be one of them. I'm not, but I plan on being soon. Now, one of the reasons why I know I have yet to reach my flexibility goals is because this stuff hurts so much I kind of avoid it. Okay, here now I'm doing my one-legged hamstring stretch. As you see, that's about as far as I can go, maybe about 4 inches, 3 to 4 inches away from my foot. I repeat it on this side because my left leg is less flexible. And this, I believe, is attributable to me dislocating my shoulder, believe it or not, back in 2018. Now I'm doing the right side. But yeah, in 2018, when I dislocated my shoulder, everything on my left side got kind of tight. And so, from like my arm, my lat on that side, the arms underneath my shoulder, my what you call your QL, which is a muscle in your lower back, and my leg, because of the way I had to kind of like I favored my right side on that in that time. So for that reason, I stretched the left side with this one-legged hamstring stretch twice, and I only do it once on the right side. Or at least I'll do it an extra time. If I repeat on the right side, then I still do it another time on the left. So here I'm doing the butterfly stretch again. But this time I'm just using my elbows to push my knees down. And that's another way of opening up those, you know, those legs and whatnot to stretch those hip flexors. Very inflexible. Again, I can't stress this enough. If you sit down at a desk job 8 hours a day, then your hip flexors are likely very inflexible, and you need this. So the goal is to try to push those legs down to the floor. Here I am, repeating the left sided one legged hamstring stretch. Again, now I'm actually able to get a little bit closer to my foot because I've already done the sit and reach and I've already stretched this side one time. And another thing that I'm doing that I did mention in a video before my audio got cut out is I'm using a certain breathing technique that you use when stretching, which is you want to kind of try to moderate your breathing and just try to remain calm. But whenever you exhale, as you exhale, you can lean more into the stretch. And so that's something I'm trying to employ with every single stretch. I'm doing the butterfly here again, but that's something that I employ with or aim to employ with every single stretch because it will help you to get more flexible more quickly. So yeah, so not just doing the stretch, but also just kind of employing different things that allow your body to relax into the stretch. Okay. So now here I am doing I'm reaching forward. This is stretching really like the muscles down the side of the body, like your lats and your teres major, teres minor. But you reach forward and you kind of sit on your knees and as you push your butt back, you want to try to keep your hands from moving as much as you possibly can, while at the same time pressing your shoulders toward the floor, down toward the floor. And what that does is it really opens up those shoulders. Once again, on my left side, I'm pretty tight still from my shoulder dislocation. And so I'm feeling it more on my left than my right for sure. But the goal is to, to be able to kind of really push that out where those sides are equal, where I don't feel more tension on the left side. So I'm repeating this again. And like I said, y'all, the whole reason why I haven't really achieved my goals, I mean, I've gotten short term achievements of like touching my toes and whatnot, but I just avoid this stuff because it's kind of boring. Let's face it. I mean, there are probably some people out there who enjoy stretching, but I'm not really one of them. I have to kind of go ahead and get myself, I have to make myself do it. And once I'm doing it and I'm in the flow of things and it's not really that bad, but I don't really like to stretch. I like to lift weights. I like to sprint and things like that. Um, but my goal is to stretch 10 days in a row faithfully because I really want the flexibility and I need it. Okay. So we're finishing that stretch up there, and now we're going to go to just your regular standing hamstring stretch. Probably my favorite hamstring stretch because it's easier to do than the sit and reach, and I'm a bit better at this. But we kind of go down as far as our legs will allow and dangle our body. But again, you can't hear it because my audio didn't record. But I'm using the breathing technique of every time I exhale, I kind of push myself into the stretch a little bit, and you can feel your muscles kind of release a little bit. So here I'm probably about 3 inches from my feet. About 30 seconds, and just every exhale, you try to go into the stretch a little bit more. Slowly come up, okay, and then we're going to repeat this again to finish. Now, if I'm going to reach my goal of getting flexibility, regaining flexibility in my hamstrings in 10 days, then I have to be really, really serious about this. So that's why I'm just kind of putting myself out there. I want you guys to follow me. I want you guys not just to follow me though. I want you to make sure that you stretch. You know, um, maybe even while you watch my videos, make sure you stretch because especially when you get to my age, it's very important to stretch to try to enhance recovery. It's important to stretch to prevent injury, and also it's important to stretch to preserve posture. We know of people, who have been bent over and all these different type of things, and being flexible is one thing that can help to prevent that. All right, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.